All right, guys, what's going on? We're going to talk about the latest on Cleveland Browns and what's going on with Shedeur Sanders. We know that he has one preseason game left before the regular season, and he possibly could play in this game. And I know Kenny Pickett, they already announced Kenny Pickett is not playing, but yet he's still the backup quarterback. Maybe he doesn't have to prove himself. Maybe I have to go watch some Kenny Pickett highlights to see if he's really all that, but the latest on the Cleveland Browns situation, Shedeur, as we know, he's back in practice. He's doing his thing. He made an amazing throw, and it was an amazing catch by the receiver as well yesterday. So a lot of people were highlighting that around social media. But I want to talk about how he fits in. Now, I said yesterday. Let me just say this before I start the video. I said yesterday that he's on the practice squad. I don't want Shedeur on the practice squad, but traditionally, people on the fourth string are on the practice squad. I don't know if people trying to say, well, he's on the, like I'm trying to diss him or something. Listen, nobody is going harder than me over this Shedeur Sanders situation in Cleveland. Nobody's going harder, I promise you. Nobody's going harder. But I'm with reality. The reality is, if he stay on fourth string, he doesn't travel with the team. They don't travel with four quarterbacks going to games. They don't do that. Traditionally, a fourth string quarterback is a quarterback that he's a developmental quarterback, and he also helped the defense out. Let's say, for example, back in the day, the Jets, they need a quarterback to mimic Michael Vick. Then they'll use one of their backups that's fast enough to mimic Michael Vick to give the defense good looks. That's traditionally what that fourth string is about. Or he'll be holding the no, he's not even going to be at the game, I don't think. And I don't know if they're going to carry four quarterbacks still going into the season. More than likely they will, though. Like I said, it's an unprecedented situation because Shedeur is a first-round draft pick, if not first overall. That's not up for debate, man. And you see how he played. In fact, the game, like I said, that he played against Carolina was the easiest game that he played in 2 years. What do I mean by that? He was getting sacked left and right at Colorado and still threw for over 4,000 yards. He still was the Johnny Unitas Award winner. He still was a runner-up for the Heisman Trophy. So I'm not taking nothing away from Dylan. Dylan is he was a system quarterback. Oregon already had it going on already. You know what I'm saying? You put Shedeur on the same team, they would have had the same success. So that's what I wanted to say. I wanted to preface this video. I'm not dissing Shedeur. I mean, I don't know why. I it's something with the comments, man. But I have to stress this. Sometimes I have to get and say it 3 times, not for you guys generally, just for some of the people that comment. Listen, I want to say this. I don't want Shedeur on the practice squad, but that's where he is right now if he stay at 4th on the depth chart. Now, this is all contingent upon, hopefully, on the last game, the preseason game. Now, we know that Kenny Pickett is not playing, and I had said yesterday Joe Flacco is playing in the preseason game. They had just announced it. So that's what's going on right there. Now, let's get into, but I appreciate you guys, with the comments and stuff, because it go down in the comment section. You guys already know that. Joe Flacco has officially been named as the starting quarterback, as we know. Kenny Pickett will not play in the final preseason game. This is planned all along by head coach Kevin Stefanski. There was a lot of things planned all along by that organization. I just want to say that. There's a lot of things planned. Sanders has returned to 11-on-11 practice, as we saw yesterday, throwing an amazing touchdown off an oblique injury sustained last week. Head coach Kevin Stefanski comments suggest that Browns were monitoring how he would feel coming out of practice before determining his availability for the finale. We're monitoring him right now. Guys, did you see that throw yesterday that he made? I don't know if I could play it here for copyright reasons. Did you see that throw? But they're monitoring him just to see. All right. Baker Mayfield offered Sanders timely and relevant advice, reflecting on his own journey. Because we know Baker Mayfield was with the Cleveland Browns. It didn't work out. You believe that Baker Mayfield didn't even work out there? Baker Mayfield said to Shedeur, control what you can control. Control what you can control. His guidance underscores the mental aspects Sanders will need to navigate the competition and pressure. There's not really no competition. I'm just saying this is not really no competition. Media evaluations of Sanders' preseason debut have been glowing in comparison to Gabriel, who had more mixed showing. Sanders is seen by analysts as having starter-level traits, even though it was just one game. Gabriel just played one game as well. And here's the difference. Shedeur went up against Carolina first team. He didn't have any first team reps, and he did great. He threw the football in 2 tight windows. Gabriel has had first team reps and stunk up the joint. You know why I wouldn't have Gabriel number 3 on the depth chart? You know why? This is the main reason. You know why? You know why? Do you know why? Do you guys know why, man? Why I wouldn't have him 3 on the depth chart right now, let alone anything else. Let's say if this is a close race, even though it's not a close race, Shedeur got it. But let's say if it was a close race, you remember when he threw that interception and he just kind of just moseyed on to the sideline? He would have been 4th on the depth chart for me. He would have been gone. He showed no effort to try to make that shoestring tackle. That was enough said for me right there. That was enough for me. The quarterback status in a snapshot. Joe Flacco, we know he's the number 1 starter. He's likely to play and lead the offense. We know this. Kenny Pickett, hamstring recovery, missing final preseason game, not playing as planned. It said he's not playing as planned. Dylan Gabriel, rookie, mixed preseason outing, competing for backup, awaits decision. Shedeur recovering from oblique, possibly available for status. Okay, let me just say this for Shedeur. This is what I came here for. More than likely, it may turn out that he may get that backup spot. When I say backup, I'm talking about the 3rd spot. Because we know Kenny Pickett, he has the 2nd spot, even though I think Shedeur should have the QB2 spot. But if they're going to give it to Kenny Pickett, I wouldn't be surprised if Shedeur get that 3rd spot, especially how he played in this game coming up. We know Joe Flacco, they need him for the season, so he's only going to play 2 or 3 series, right? Then that comes Shedeur. And if he really have a good outing, they better move him up to 3. And I'm just want to say this. If Shedeur doesn't play, if I get the news early that he's not playing in this game, I'm not watching it. But if he do play, obviously I'm going to watch it. And obviously, I'm going to, you know that. You know I'm going to critique all the quarterbacks. Oh, yes, it's coming. Because Flacco is playing. I'm going to leave Flacco out of it. I'm going to tell you why. He's survived in the NFL that long. I'm leaving him out of it. But yes, I'm going to be watching Gabriel again. Oh, yes, I'm going to be watching again. But I think Sanders at this point, Shedeur should be bumped up to at least QB3. At least, I mean, come on, stop playing. Because if the season start today, what happens if what happens, God forbid, if something happened to Flacco? You going with Kenny Pickett? I thought he's still hurt. You got to go with Shedeur. It's just a matter of time. So what I'm saying now is Shedeur is just about patience at this point. That's all it is. It's just patience, and they got to finish buck breaking. Yeah, I know, y'all. I know what you... I know what you guys are saying, bro. You really had to say that. I really had to say that. They got to finish the buck breaking process, man. No, let me stop. Let me take that back. He just have to have patience, pretty much. And I just want to say this. I'm not one of those supporters that I see life through rose-colored glasses only for Shedeur. That's not the case. If Shedeur was stinking up the joint, I would say it. I would say he's stinking up the joint. Y'all know this. And you guys will get on me. But I don't care. This microphone, all I need is one mic. As you see it. How Nas is sitting in a chair. You know what I'm saying? All I need is one mic. That's all I need. One mic and somebody to listen. Ashe. That's all I need, man. Shedeur just need a little bit of patience at this point. That's it. I mean, he has patience. It's just patience at this point and just waiting. Okay, let me give you this as a scenario. the season start. Something happened to Flacco, right? You going with Kenny Pickett? He barely had any damn reps. That's who you going with? Okay, cool. You going with Kenny Pickett. Then what if he stinked up the job? Maybe it's just set up for them to lose. Maybe they are going after Arch, man. Maybe they are. Because Arch came out and said that he didn't say that he was staying his senior year. He didn't say that. So he's leaving it out there that he may come out next year. But I'm going to tell you something, though. I don't see him going to the Browns. I don't. And no shade on the Browns fans. Let me just say this to the Browns fans, the Cleveland Browns faithful. This is no shade on you. It's your organization that I'm shading. I'm not shading the players either. It's the organization. So I just wanted to say that. It says Joe Flacco at 40 years old, he brings veteran stability. Stefanski trusts his decision-making, guys, and ability to manage games. He'll start week 1, but durability over 17-game season is in question. Kenny Pickett, QB2 for now. Missed time with hamstring injury. The Browns see him as a high upside backup, but missing the final preseason game slows his rhythm. I agree. Dylan Gabriel, QB3, showed flashes but inconsistency in preseason. Completely directly with Shedeur for that developmental QB role. Could end up on the practice squad if Sanders outshines him. Didn't I just say that? He could end up on the practice squad. The QB4 is practice squad. QB3 goes to the game. Because what happens if something happened to Flacco in the backup? They got to have a third quarterback. They usually travel with 3. Nothing has changed in the NFL in a while. And that's how it goes. But I believe Shedeur should get that backup spot. He should be this week coming up. Shedeur could go out there and ball out. He'll get that QB3. He's supposed to get the QB3. I'm thinking he should get that QB3. Guys, after if Shedeur comes show out at this game and he still don't get that QB3 spot, hey man, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, that's all I can say. Look. I'm really happy with myself. Guys, give me a thumb up. Give me a thumbs up if you agree. I'm really holding my mouth, despite the buck breaking comment. I'm not really jumping out the window here because everything has been said already. I've already known. Everything's been said. Everything's been said, man. Everything's been said. So what can you do? Everything's been said. Oh, yes. But Shedeur looked composed in his preseason debut before oblique injury. Back at practice, now could get snaps in the last game if Stefanski wants a look, if he wants a look. Long-term analysis believes Sanders' ceiling is higher than Gabriel's. I agree. But he needs live reps. I agree. Best case scenario looks down at QB3 role on the 53-man roster. Worst case scenario lands on the practice squad this year, develops behind Flacco and Pickett. And we got to figure out next season when Deshaun comes back what they're going to do with that, because they don't pay Deshaun a lot of money. Do you let him go? Because that money is guaranteed. I heard that they could use their insurance to recoup some of the money. Flacco, what does this mean going forward? Flacco is the bridge. The Browns know he's not a long-term guy, but he stabilizes 2025 because of his experience. Pickett is under pressure. If he doesn't show growth quickly, Sanders could leapfrog him in 2026. See, we're already talking about 2026. Sanders' path is patience, and I agree. If he gets preseason reps, he can prove he belongs on the active roster. Analysts already see him as a potential quarterback in the future candidate if Cleveland develops him right. A question that was, people keep saying that the QB4 is not practice squad. It is. I want you to do some research before arguing with me in the comments. How many quarterbacks do they travel with? The answer is tres. If you speak Spanish, it's tres. Okay? Tres. Tres jugadores de football. Okay? Tres. Three if you speak English. Come on, man. It's 3. It's not a bad thing because look, Shedeur could just sit and wait. Let me end this on a positive note. Shedeur could just sit and wait now. He got the advantage of studying everything. He's just going to sit and wait, study, and wait his time. And when his time comes, he's going to shine. Because right now, he don't have no pressure. What pressure? He already beating the hell out of Gabriel. You know what I'm saying? There ain't no pressure. He's beating the hell out of him. Okay? That's number one. He's beating the hell out of him and Pickett. Okay? The new quarterback they brought in, he don't count. He's beating the hell out of Pickett and Gabriel. Okay? Flacco, we give him the respect of being an OG in the game. Okay, but Shedeur beating the hell out of everybody else. So he don't have no pressure. This game is easy to him. What wasn't easy the last 2 seasons he had at Colorado. That wasn't easy. And he still shined. This right here, he got millionaires blocking that's over 300 pounds. Give me a break, man. Shedeur is ready to go. Guys, I digress. You know it goes down in the comment section. Please give me a comment below. Then, we're going to get to it in the comment section. You know how it is. People get at me. We're going to get to it. It goes down in the comment section. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Guys, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.